What's going on, everybody? This is a video we definitely did not want to make. There's some pictures floating around on the internet. Our Newell coach burned down just over 24 hours ago. Thought we owed it to you guys just to tell you guys what happened. There's a lot of different stuff going on the internet right now. Just thought we'd clarify everything, clarify any rumors, tell you the exact story. Right now, Shay's going around and we're trying to kind of salvage what we can. We actually just loaded up everything we own in Arizona and we're moving to Florida. So literally everything we owned was in this coach. We left with the clothes on our backs. And I'm gonna tell you the whole story about how everything unfolded when the accident happened. But first, I do wanna give a huge shout out to Newell Coach and to Bradley Twait at the Motor Coach store. It's just been overwhelming how much support there is from the RV community and from the Newell Coach community when something like this happens. So guys, Newell Coach just had this Sprinter van delivered to us in San Antonio, Texas, so that we can get safely across the rest of our journey. You know, the Newell Coach family and all the support from all of them is just, it's unbelievable. You know, just goes to show they did not have to send a driver down here with this like super nice luxury van, and they're letting us drive this across the country. So a little over 24 hours after the fire happened, they had this van delivered. So just, I have to give a huge thanks to all of the Newell Coach family. A huge thanks to Carl and Alice Blade, Grant and Amber Kernan, and Pat and Becky Dwyer. Just such a class act organization, and all of the Newell Coach owners. I can make the whole video listing off names of Newell Coach owners that have been over the top generous to make our lives better during this difficult time. And it's surreal, and we really feel the love. We're just blown away by how Newell Coach has treated us during all this. You hear about this stuff happening, but sometimes you never realize until it happens to you the seriousness of these fires. And we were driving down the road on I-10 yesterday. We're just outside of San Antonio, Texas. And I started to smell a smell coming from the dash. I told Shay that it smelled kind of like nachos burning or something. So she went back into the kitchen just to make sure nothing had spilled. And when she came back to the front of the coach, she said it doesn't smell in the back, but it smells more up front here. And around that time, I turned on the dash AC unit, and a little bit of smoke came out of the dash AC unit. So I turned it off immediately, turned off the generator, and there was a rest area 1 mile up. So I was able to get the coach pulled over into the rest area. As Shay was getting the leashes on the dogs, I just let her know we got to get out of this coach. And by the time we had that coach in park, literally about 1 mile from we first saw that smoke, maybe 1 minute later, there was a lot of smoke started coming out of the dash. I knew we had to get out of the coach quickly. By the time I got around to the front of the coach or so, I was on the phone with 911, and flames, it was so quick. So unfortunately, Shay didn't even get a chance to grab her purse. Literally, she left with the clothes on her back. I grabbed my backpack with my camera that I'm talking into right now, and my computer was right there conveniently, so I grabbed that as I was walking out of the coach. And I did have my wallet in my pocket, so I still have my driver's license, but Shay's birth certificates, social security card, everything. I mean, she literally just packed everything out of her condo. We sold all of her furniture on OfferUp. All the cash that was in her purse burned up, but we're not asking for sympathy from anybody. We just want to share what happened with you guys, and maybe this video can help some other people. So in a second, I want to walk you through the coach and just show you what it looks like after the fire. But I think this is just a learning lesson that it's so important that you have a lot of fire extinguishers and some sort of fire suppression system. Check your smoke alarms, check everything, because I mean, we were cruising down the road, everything was all good. All right guys, I don't know how I got so lucky, but Shay's got some breakfast whipped up for us here. What do we have for breakfast today, babe?
Avocado toast, some fruit, and mini blueberry waffles.
I don't know how I convinced her to hang out with me and treat me so good. And 5 minutes later, everything was gone. And so there was all kinds of stuff going around on the internet. Our good friend Bradley Twait did set up a GoFundMe. And, you know, I'm the kind of guy that likes to carry my own weight. I never like to ask for help from anyone, but they kind of insisted, and it's just incredible, all the people that have stepped up with huge donations. And really, we'd be okay. This is all material stuff. This is not what's important. This stuff can all be replaced. So the fact that us and the dogs got out safely is most important. We're very frugal. We can live very frugally, so we're gonna be okay. And this whole situation has really caused me to reset. You know, just caused me to reset how I look at things in life. So, all of you that did donate to the GoFundMe, that's all going to go to Shay to replace all of her stuff. But let's look inside here. It's just crazy. You know, just over 24 hours ago, we were living good. What's how you feeling, Shay?
A little overwhelmed.
Any words for the folks out on YouTube?
I mean, you don't think it's gonna happen to you. I think it's the biggest thing. And even when we saw smoke coming out of the air vents, you know, by the tone of Andrew's voice, I think he knew how serious it was. But I had RVs growing up, and if we were going up a hill, sometimes they'd overheat, and we just have to pull over and let them cool off. So that was kind of my mindset, that I thought, you know, that we were just gonna pull over, let the coach cool off, and then be able to get back in. So grabbed the dogs, rushed out of there, and like Andrew said, within five minutes or so, the motorhome was up in flames. And it's just a helpless feeling, just standing there watching it burn, you know, with all of your stuff in it. But the biggest thing is that Andrew and I are okay, the dogs are okay. All of this stuff it's just stuff, you know, it can be replaced. We both, I think, had another set of emotions though after walking in here. We love this motorhome. So we had, you know, plans to redo the dinette behind you. And
yeah, we just had the leather dropped off at the upholsterer, and it's incredible how many people have reached out. Huge shout out to the fire department, volunteer fire department came out here, and you know, we got safely. And I
had some photo albums in the drawer under the couch over there, and was obviously really upset about that in the fire department. I mean, I don't know if they didn't get them right away, if I would even have some of the pictures that I have still that I was able to salvage, but you know, they jumped in here and got those drawers out really quickly. Yeah. And you know, it meant a lot to me. So
a lot of you don't know, Shay's father passed away a few years ago, and a lot of sentimental stuff in here. So
it's scary to think that, like, if this happened while we were sleeping or something, you know, with, like we said, how fast that this travels through. If we were back here sleeping, it's I can't even think about it.
Yeah, so we're just safe to get out now. We don't know the cause, you know, of the fire. So obviously the insurance company is going to hopefully have this inspected, and hopefully we can get you guys an update on what caused this fire. Huge shout out to our buddy Joe Richardson. Lived like 30 minutes away. He was there within 30 minutes. We got to stay at his house last night and let us borrow a truck and borrow a car, and we went to Target. Literally, I left with a right shoe and a right slipper on, because that's how I didn't have time to find the other shoe. That's how quickly it happened. But it was a trip going through Target last night with literally nothing but the clothes on our backs. Now, I do have some clothes still in Florida, at a rental house in Florida, but Shay packed all of her clothes. I mean, literally everything Shay owns is in this coach. So many people calling, I can't keep up with all the calls, but thanks to everybody reaching out. It's impossible to shoot every text back. Definitely overwhelming.
The amount of support and love that we feel during this, like, I have no words for it. It's really don't. I mean, this is just, it's surreal, and Really appreciate the support from everyone though.
Oh, Josh Schneider at Newell Coach and Grant Kernan and
There's been so many just other RVers and friends of ours and family that, you know.
we can't name them all, but Newell Coach is really stepping up, and they're having a Sprinter van brought down to San Antonio, Texas right now, so that we can try to get whatever we can and use that Sprinter van to haul what we can salvage back to Florida. So
it's just crazy.
Big thanks to them.
I want to show them just like how hot the fire was in here. So this is the bathroom. This is the first time I opened it. And
oh my gosh. I don't know what we're trying to like salvage all this stuff. Like I found my keepsakes. Literally right before we left, my parents were like, take all your keepsakes, all these like pictures of when I was a little kid and stuff. And we're trying to like, that's what we're trying to get right now is mainly pictures. And no, we're not, I don't think your hair dryer's gonna work, babe, sorry. But so you can see back here, like we had our TVs, we had a bunch of paintings in the rear closet. This is pretty much Shay's wardrobe right here. There's one of our TVs that
it's like melted.
They're like stuck to the hangers, and literally all of our stuff, because they did kind of go through and they wanted to make sure everything wasn't hot, but just a trip. I don't even know what we can salvage here. Like I had a camera and a tripod back here somewhere that I was hoping to find, but there's a bunch of my wardrobe there. You could see it's just all burned up. Oh, here's a bunch of the keepsakes that my mom gave me. That this is something I did for my mom back in the day when I was a little kid or something. A poem for mom. Here's my mom's Happy Mother's Day. My high school diploma, look at that. Fountain Hills High School, Andrew Nicholas Steele. It's in the paper, yeah. I mean, this is like stuff when I was in the newspaper when I was a little kid. You got a cool little thing. This is just a trip to look through. Thank you to all of you that have supported the channel, and I guess the moral of this story is hug your loved ones extra tight. Gotta kiss the dirt we're walking on right now, because a lot to be thankful for. So appreciate all of you.
Yes, thank you so much for the love and support, everybody.
Yeah, and thanks for everybody that donated to that GoFundMe. As I said, it's 100% going to Shay's bank account, and she can spend that money whatever she thinks is best. So didn't want to make this video at all, but thought we owed it to you guys. So really appreciate all of you that have supported the channel, and just gonna keep moving forward. Trip. I was loving riding down the road in this. We just filled up with diesel.